the assault.
Right.
And I'm saying, Coach Jesus, I mean,
sir.
it's got to come to a point where someone has to set a precedence that, you can't just stereotype or you can't profile our young black youth and murder them, and there's no repercussions. Now, the brother told me that if a black man shoot Trayvon Martin, we're not upset. I said because they would kill two birds with one stone. One black guy would be dead, the other black guy would be in prison.
That's right.
But George Zimmerman killed Trayvon Martin and was at home before Jay Leno came on.
That's right, brother. But not only that, I would say to the same one to say that if a black man shoots a black child, white people not going to be upset. So don't let them fake white liberals that be running around talking about their anti-violence. You don't see them marching. You don't see them demonstrating. All life has value in this society.
Cowards, and I hate to say it, man. You're sending your kids out unprepared, man. When you disarm them with information, you send them out unprepared. They target.
That's right. And I don't blame the children as much as I blame the parents for not teaching their children.
That's what I'm saying.
They teach them everything else, but they don't teach them.
How can you have a wild tiger and he walk around through the safari and his hunters losing? You don't tell him they want his coat.
That's right, brother.
You're throwing the tiger at a disadvantage.
That's right. Clearly, brother. Yes, sir. Thank you, brother.
Always a pleasure, Don. I love you, man. Keep up the good work, man.
All right, soldier. Peace. And with that, we'll take more of your calls. 410-761-1592. Good afternoon, caller. You're in the state of the city.
Yeah, hi, Darren. It's Lisa.
How you doing, my sister?
Hey, I'm just calling because I get the feeling that Zimmerman will be acquitted, and it just makes me angry. And
rightfully
just in terms of protection of black people, I called Maxine Waters' office last week, 2 weeks ago, after the Supreme Court ruled that
Voting Rights Act and affirmative action, right?
And I just asked the person, her clerk or whoever, what are black elected officials doing for us?
Right.
I was so mad. It's like nothing.
Right. But
all we hear about every day is gay people or Hispanics, immigration. Right. What are our representatives doing for us?
That's
Absolutely nothing.
Clearly.
I even called the White House and I demanded that the president issue an executive order to restore
Voting Rights Act.
Exactly.
He could do
protect, to guarantee protection and access to, voting.
Right.
So I'm just ready to hit the streets because I am so mad because it's clear that these people are coming after us. It's time for us to stop playing around.
That's right.
It's like we have no agenda, no strategy, nothing.
Right. That's right.
We're just sitting ducks.
Yeah, that's right.
Even I think it was a week or two ago down in Texas, the Wendy Davis lady, at least she showed some type of finagling. They do this, you do this.
Right.
It's like, where's the chess play? It's nothing.
That's right. Yeah, they're neutral or they're going in reverse. But of course, now, some of those same elected officials you mentioned, like the Maxine Waters and others, were the same ones in Congress when they passed the omnibus crime bill to put more police on the streets. When, of course, you're talking about the Congressional Black Caucus that went along with the crack cocaine sentence disparities when black men were being rounded up after the death of Lynn Byers, and they passed that crack cocaine sentencing bill. And even last year, after the Supreme Court said it was unconstitutional, they were supposed to release black men from prison.
I know, and I called the White House about that too.
Right, didn't happen. That's what we got. We have to address that so that we can change that in terms of at least our rights to make it right in terms of what's happening in the country right now. All right?
I know, but people better call the White House or do something. Call your representatives every day. That's what they're elected for. Make them serve you.
You have to make them serve. All other civilized people make them serve them. We have to make sure they're serving us as well, all right?
Stop letting people use us.
That's
I'm tired.
That's right. You got to be tired. Thank you for checking in, my sister. Strong call. And with that, we'll take more of your calls, 410-761-1592. Good afternoon, caller. You're on the State of the City.
Good afternoon, Brother Stern. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, brother, just quickly, man. Hey, look, your last two callers, man, the dialogue between you guys, man, off the chain.
Thank you.
Hey, Brother Stern, look here, man. I'm in agreement, too, brother. I believe that this man is going to get acquitted because I cannot see 5 white women and 1 Hispanic white women identifying with the loss of a black child, brother. I just don't see it, man.
Yes, sir. Right, and they're that's Florida, and I think we have to look at that. But again, it's all in how strong was the prosecution case as well. And as I keep going back to, if that was not Trayvon Martin DNA on George Zimmerman and vice versa, then whose DNA is on Trayvon Martin, brother?
Hey, Brother Darren, and I'm so glad that you linking these two together, because there was a case before Trayvon Martin where the young black guy was accused by the gunman of breaking in his house.
Right.
When he was just sitting in the car, he pulled off, he shot him and killed him, and they called it stand your ground.
Right. Yes, sir. Yep. So we just got to ask those kind of questions rather than get whipped up into a frenzy, as some would like us to. All right?
No doubt.
Appreciate you checking in. All right. With that, we'll take more of your calls. 410-761-1592. Good afternoon, caller. You on the State of the City.
How are you, Brother Muhammad?
I'm good, my sister. How are you?
I'm vexed, quite honestly.
Yes.
I'm not focusing on the trial. I mean, I'm aware of it, and
Sure.
I know that's what you opened up the
Yes.
lines for.
Yes.
But, it's just the naivete of the people
Right.
is vexing.
Yes, ma'am.
People are so naive. But what I'm using this trial with my children as a lesson for, because they love these cop shows, the CSIs, and it's a zillion of them now.
Oh, yes.
And I always say, turn that mess off. And they're like, Mom, but this is interesting,
Sure.
I said, no, because they never solve a case in real life.
That's right.
But on these shows, they're solving cases.
That's right.
So it lets you know this trial is an example of how inept and hapless the Justice Department is, because the same questions that we're asking, the very obvious things that don't even come up, and you got the nerve to say, this is a judge.
Right.
I mean, I don't even know what level this judge is supposed to be on, but she can't judge this thing no better than this. They can't ask better questions. It's just ridiculous. The trial is a fiasco, and it's really, I think, entertainment.
It's entertainment. It's all theater,
It's
as we say.
entertainment
It's theater.
for people, and anybody that's tuned into it is tuned into it because they like that reality TV.
They like the reality TV. Right.
Because it's not justice on no level. I'm not learning nothing from this trial.
That's right. Yes, ma'am.
Anytime they want to do computer animations of a fight that should have been recorded on some cameras.
That's right.
Yes. And they don't even ask for the cameras. I'm thinking about letting that computer animation, that she didn't bring that in or didn't allow that as evidence. The fact that it was even considered to be evidence is ridiculous to me, and I'm not a lawyer.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is, for all of you people that are into those CSIs and Miami, whatever they're called, see how ridiculous those shows are. See how untrue they are.
That's right.
Because they can't even solve these major cases. I mean, so many unsolved murders.
Right.
And we want to look at shows and think that these people are doing their job. These people are just collecting a check.
That's right.
That's what they do. They don't solve anything.
All right.
That was my comment.
Thank you, sister. All right. Strong comment, and thank you for just participating in the conversation. We'll take a few more calls, and we're going to begin to wrap up. Good afternoon, caller. You're on the State of the City.
Assalamu alaikum, Aki.
Walaikum salam, Aki. How are you?
I'm oppressed but blessed, man.
Yes, sir.
It's over 100 ways to barbecue a city, man.
Right.
And if I had a gun, I wouldn't be hollering. I'm gone, brother.
All right, peace. With that, we'll take maybe one or two more calls, then we got to begin to wrap up. But, of course, I'm sure that the jury verdict will probably come down this afternoon or first thing Monday morning. But, again, just have to keep your eyes open and keep your heads up. And we pray that the truth come out. But we have to work for the truth to come out also, as I said. And that's where the media comes in. Progressive black media, brown media, red media, yellow media, white media that really wants the truth to come out regarding what happened to Trayvon Martin. And as I said before, you have to look deeper and ask the kind of questions that need to be asked, because then they'll open up more questions and more answers regarding if there's been others who have been killed similar to Trayvon Martin in Florida. And, of course, as I said before, all of the homeowners association who was working security that night. And, again, looking at and connecting all of the dots, because I believe that they will definitely give us the answer to what happened down there. And if we can use that as a microcosm to what's happening around the country, and then pass laws to protect our children. And if his death doesn't lead to the passing of laws, so what? His family got $1 million from the Homeowners Association Travelers Insurance, Travelers Casualty Insurance. But if it doesn't lead to a Trayvon Martin law in every city and every state, then your child could be next today. Your child and loved one could be next tomorrow. That's what I'm saying. So let me take one or two more calls, and then we're going to wrap up. Good afternoon, caller. You're on the State of the City.
Hi, Brother Darren.
How you doing?
Look, all right, I noticed that you constantly talk about where is that tape, of him being in 7-Eleven.
Yes.
There is a tape of him. They've been showing it throughout the trial. And I said, let me let Brother Darren know there is a tape of Trayvon and being in 7-Eleven before he,
But if you notice, it's no... It's no, what do you call that? It's no a time frame. It's no time frame on it. And they keep showing the same picture of a young man with a hood on. Now, if your children go to 7-Eleven, first thing they tell you to do, you got to take the hood off, right?
Okay.
That's the first thing they tell you to do. So I believe that's just a reenactment of Trayvon Martin going into 7-Eleven. But the first thing you got to do, you got to take your hood off, leave your pit bull outside, take your shoes and socks off. You know how to treat. Well, if you don't know, ask your children when they go to 7-Eleven how they get treated. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And you know it's going to be a movie.
Well, yeah, I'm sure it's going to be a movie, but it'll be on the LMN channel now. You know that, right? All right?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Thank you for checking in with that. We're going to wrap up, get up out of here. We got a new show. Who's got a new show coming in after?
No, we have a Boy Scout.
Ben, who we got coming in? Ben Rattenbar is here getting, what's he getting here? What we got going on?
What you getting? Ben is getting, you can take some more minutes.
All right, I can take a couple more minutes to get Ben on that microphone.
Yes,
all right, Ben, get on that microphone over there. We got
Ben, why are you here? What are you getting?
I'm here for a Radio Man.
Diversified Tax Services. Give them a call for your tax services at 410-367-5615. And of course, no show is complete without thanking the Black Man and Woman's Country Club. You know them as the barbershops and beauty salons. Got to thank Park Heights Barbershop, those down in the mall, Flair Hair Barbershop, and Johnny at Johnny's G Styles Barbershop and G Styles Boutique. We do need your support to come longer and stronger. So please make your checks and money orders payable to WFBR. WFBR, send it to 159 8th Avenue, Glen Burnie, Maryland, 21061. And you can do a righteous drive-by this afternoon. Drop it off at Terra Cafe right there, 25th and St. Paul. Just place it in an envelope. Let them know that this is for yours truly, Brother Muhammad. So I thank all of you to tune in today. As I said before, I'm sure that the verdict will be coming out sometime today, if not Monday. But hold your loved ones tight, hold them close, let your children know how much you love them. But we have to make sure that we go forward and pass laws in order to protect our children in this society from predators in this society. So I thank all of you that tuned in today. Until tomorrow, 12 noon, in which you're going to be joined by the living legend, Dick Gregory himself. God bless, all the best, and the rest to you and yours. And stay tuned for more great radio coming up this afternoon here on Soul Classics 1590 WFBR. So until tomorrow, 12 noon, peace.